downtown Kansas City. It's a 5K race, and after I completed that hot run, I found out that I was 16th in my age group and 170th overall. 3 weeks prior to that, I had competed in the Hospital Hill Half Marathon. I was 124th in my age group and 947th overall. I've competed in over 60 running events in the past 5 years, and I have not won a single one of them. Not only have I not won a single event, at any race at any scale, I haven't even come remotely close to placing. Now, I'm no stranger to failure. It started pretty early. My first distinct memory of failing was the Pinewood Derby in Boy Scouts. When I first received that block of uncarved wood, I was convinced I was going to win. I had an awesome idea and approach, innovative solution. I was going to take my car and carve it into the shape of an airplane wing. And what was something of a risky move, race it backwards, taking advantage of aerodynamics to propel myself to victory. Well, perhaps I overestimated the headwind in the church gymnasium that day. Or maybe my wheel alignment wasn't quite right. Could have been the crummy paint job that provided too much drag or friction. But for whatever reason, my car was dog slow, and I failed miserably. This, however, paled in comparison to my freshman wrestling season. A classmate had convinced me to join the wrestling team, and I had never participated in an organized athletic event in my life. But I joined anyway. Just before my first match, the coach came to me and he said, "I want you to know that your opponent is the younger brother of the state champion. And he's rumored to be better than his older brother, and said to beat him quite a few times." Now, a little bit of backstory here. I was a freshman. I'd never done any organized event before. I weighed around 135 pounds without cutting any weight. Well, we had a fairly small team, so the coach decided to promote me to varsity at the 145 weight class. So here, I step out, ghostly, frail, up to this wall of muscle. And it was all over before I knew it. I remember being batted around like a ball of yarn, lifted up into the sky, twirled around, thrown down, slammed onto the mat, and pinned in less than 30 seconds. Now, I went on to wrestle 30-some matches that season, and I lost every single one. Now, to my credit, it took longer for me to lose as the season progressed. Fast forward to today in my career, I often feel that I'm an expression of the Peter Principle. Now, the Peter Principle is based on the observation that things that work tend to be challenged to the point of failure. More specifically, the Peter Principle states that any individual eventually gets promoted to a position of incompetence. And I'm there, people. I've been here for years. Now, I could go on and on with stories of losing. I have enough stories for years of therapy. But I know what you're all thinking. Greg, what are you, some kind of super loser? No, I'm not all that different from all of you. I win every once in a while. And it's in those moments that I have to dig deep and find the strength to lose again. Because let's face it, winning is easy. All it takes is some natural talent, hours and hours of hard practice, year after year, perfecting your craft, overcoming a myriad of obstacles and never giving up. Here's the dirty secret. That's a simpleton strategy. The real fun and creativity is in losing. There's only so many ways you can win, but there are an infinite number of ways to lose. And if you think winning is hard, try losing perpetually and getting out of bed every single day. The will and resolve to persevere in the face of continual defeat is something of a skill or an asset. So here is what I want you all to ask yourselves. If you're not failing big on a regular basis, are you really challenging yourself? Too often, we shy away from the things that we're not good at. And life is too short and the cost too high to let fear dictate what we do. So my challenge to you is to go out there and start to lose. Start that awful cover band, brew that bitter beer, write that next great American flop, or start that river dance group. Sure, you may litter the world with mediocrity, but you could do a lot worse. You could quit or fail to start in the first place. Thank you.